In this video, we're going to talk about business idea evolution. I'm going to give you two industry standards, one created by Eric Ries, another by Steve Blank, and one that you're going to have to do sort of continuously. So we're going to talk about three strategies really. And two of them are industry standards. I'm going to talk about the first one is customer development. Essentially, before you build or create anything, you want to go out and talk to customers. Obviously, you want to talk to more than customers, but this idea by Steve Blank, who's Stanford Business School professor and a very successful three-time entrepreneur. When I say successful three-time entrepreneur, I mean like billion-dollar companies. So he is a really one of the most respected people in the industry, Steve Blank, and he has this concept, customer development, and it's all about talking to. In his concept, it's all about talking to specific people who would be your customers. You can, of course, get feedback from friends and family and friends and everybody else, but his idea is specifically about getting feedback from customers, from potential future customers. And this prevents you from building stuff that maybe they'll tell you, hey, that's not what we need. But instead, we need this and that. And if you talk to a lot of potential future customers and they voice the same things they don't need and the same things they do need, that just saved you a lot of time and money and pointed you to a better direction. Now, on the other hand of that, once you do build something, there's the lean startup, because when you build something, anything, its first version of anything is probably the worst version of just about anything, most things. And it becomes better with improvements. So that's the idea of the lean startup methodology by Eric Ries. And he's also one of the most respected people in the industry. And this is all about having a tightly knit, continuous feedback loop where you make a little bit of a launch with a minimum viable product, and you quickly put it into potential customers' hands and get feedback. Then you quickly take the feedback, make incremental small improvements, and put that product right back into customers' hands so that it's very cheap for you to iterate, and you're always getting feedback, and so the next things you iterate and improve are spot on things that customers need, not things that you assume, because assuming can be incorrect. So you're actually gathering a lot of data. So these are two industry standards. Do not sway from this. Always use these. This really is the way to go today if you're building a business. Now, the only other thing is, I'm going to just give you my idea, is that real evolution of your idea, whatever your idea might be, is going to come from a tinkering and doing. So whatever the next step is, take it. Don't sit there and procrastinate, because some ideas, they don't evolve with theory only. So you have to balance the doing and the theory. The doing and the theory. A little bit of doing, a little bit of theory, a little bit of doing, a little bit of theory. And that way you'll have a greater perspective on everything about the idea, and the idea will evolve that way best. I always see that. So great ideas aren't conceptualized theoretically, they're tested. You play around with it, and it just grows and grows and grows and morphs into, it can even eventually morph into something else and have multiple iterations. But you'll only get there if you eventually tinker. But tinker cheaply, tinker resourcefully, so that the tinkering doesn't waste all your resources. So this is really how you evolve your business idea. Ask potential customers, you put it in your hands of your customers, and continuously tinker.